Hello, 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 and thank you for tuning in for Dantian Energy Presents numero 19. Thank you very much for joining me in this present moment of our life, or any moment we may be tuning in. This is Dantian Energy Presents, and I am Dan, your host/coach. Each Dantian Energy Presents is approximately 30 minutes. It consists of a introduction and warm-up, and then we do a topic of discussion, then a guided meditation, and then finally some parting wisdom. Ready? So let's go ahead and get started with our tune in and tune up. So what we do here is any form of expressive movement that feels good for you. It could be tapping, could be dancing, could be shaking, whatever feels right, as we introduce today's topic, nations. May I allow nations. May I appreciate nations. May I understand nations. And may I let go of nations. May I allow, appreciate, understand, let go. May I allow, appreciate, understand, let go. May I allow, appreciate, understand, let go of nations. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed that little introduction. No right ways to do it, no wrong ways to do it. Simply shake it all up from whatever you're doing just a couple moments before. And now we sit in stillness for just a moment, and as we do so, it's a perfect opportunity to set an intention or a dedication for whatever kind of purpose for your practice. We set this intention with a deep breath in, long, deep breath out. And now, the valuable reminder, the real meditation is how you live your life. Wise words of Jon Kabat-Zinn. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. So today's topic of discussion is nations. Nations, nations, nations. So what is a nation? Well, one definition is a large united body of... Reiterate that. One definition of a nation is a large united body of people. Interesting. And another definition is a particular country or territory. One definition for a nation is a particular country or territory. So you can see how maybe the first definition is a little bit more broad, and then the second one, particular. Why do we care about nations? Well, for one, it can provide understanding. When we start to see the greater context or the additional context of what's going on in each of our individual lives, we start to be able to understand and come to a deeper or perhaps more humble place to provide insight. Furthermore, non-judgment. When we begin to look at everyone's kind of programming and we'll say operating system that comes from a nation or whatever, we're able to now extend non-judgment or perhaps non-reactivity to this situation. And lastly, insight. So it can provide understanding or can provide information on how we are as individuals. But furthermore, it can also show how we are interconnected. And additionally, it can also show the impermanence of everything. So we can see how, as a nation, we're interconnected, but also how nations have changed. America's been around for 200 years. Many other countries have come on the identities with that. How do we understand nations? Well, one great way is to study. And there's no right or wrong way to study nations, information regarding it. But study is a wonderful way. Traveling. Traveling is a wonderful, wonderful way to understand nations and get experiences that deepen our knowledge and basis and foundation for what a nation is. And finally, meditation. And by meditation, I mean trying to live in the present and seeing life as it truly is. That's what it means to meditate to me. And I think when we approach any kind of situation or moment with the state of meditation, we can also gain perhaps some knowledge or information about nature, influence our personal, collective existence. Today, more than ever, life must be characterized by a sense of universal responsibility, not only nation to nation and human to human, but also human to other forms of. I think this is a poignant reminder, especially given the context of everything we have going on right now. To quote Dalai Lama. Beautiful. And now, we will be doing a meditation on nation. That rhymes. So find yourself into a comfortable meditative position, whatever that means for you. Your posture or position in meditation may be the object of your meditation. Let's first begin to pay attention to life as it is. Perhaps first starting with our visual field, seeing what we see. Now tuning into our auditory field, hearing what we hear. Next, tuning into whatever we're touching, perhaps feeling the points of contact, fabric on our skin, whatever we're touching. Now tuning into whatever we may smell. Seeing how many different smells we can actually note. My cat just used the litter box, so makes it easy. And finally, whatever we may taste. Tuning in, whatever we may taste, allowing and accepting that experience. Good. Now feeling ourselves in space, our orientation in space, upward, downward. And finally turning inward, our inner sense. And as we begin to turn inward, now is a perfect opportunity to gently close your eyes if you are so inclined, or perhaps a gentle And as we begin, let us begin first with the foundation of the breath. Simply breathing. Paying attention to the experience of the breath. There is no right way to breathe, no wrong way to breathe. There's nothing you could, should, or would be doing right. Simply breathing. Perhaps noticing wherever we feel the breath the most. Tuning into there for just a couple moments. And then expanding our breath. Feeling the wholeness and cycle of breath. The in-breath, the out-breath. Perhaps a moment of stillness. Feeling the breath from our head to our chest, all the way down into our bellies. Soft belly, gentle belly breathing. Good. And as we continue to maintain some attention on the breath, let's begin to introduce into our conscious awareness nation. There is no right way to nation, no wrong way to nation. Simply bring into your conscious awareness nation for you. As we continue to maintain nation in our awareness, let us interweave it with the breath. The breath of nation. Nation of the breath. Breath and nation. No breath, no nation. Good. Now we'll continue to expand our conscious awareness from the breath to throughout our body, tuning into the physical sensations that is us. Perhaps doing a brief body scan. You may want to start with the fingertips, like an energetic handshake, going up through the hands and wrists, up to the elbows, biceps, triceps, shoulders, perhaps all the way up through the neck, releasing any tension in the jaw and face and eyes, scalp, noticing whatever your tongue is doing. Slowly working down the neck, feeling the chest, the upper back, the lower back, and the belly. Feeling your sit bones, points of contact, your legs, knees, calves, shins, feet, and all the way down to your toes. Now feeling, if you can feel as much as your body as you are able, from your head to your toes, perhaps circling around through your fingertips and back up again. Tuning in to whatever we may be feeling in the body now. Feeling the wholeness of and any particular sensations we may be feeling. Turning towards them with allowance and acceptance and appreciation. If perhaps we're not feeling anything at all, noting that too. And no matter what we're feeling, let us turn towards those physical sensations with love and kindness. Good. And now, let's reintroduce into our conscious awareness nation. And this time, let us overlay nation with the body. Feeling the body of nation. Nation of the body. Feeling nations in your body. Feeling bodies of nations. Body and the nation. No body, no nation. Good. Continue to expand from our physical sensations to any feelings we may be having at all of the complex emotions and experiences, bringing them into conscious awareness now. Allowing and accepting and appreciating whatever we may be feeling in this present moment. Whatever we're feeling, turning towards those feelings with love and kindness. Good. And now, I would like you to feel into nation. The feeling of nation. Nation and the feels. Feel into nation, feel through nation, feel nation through you, to you, all around you. Any way you feel nation. What is it like to feel the experience of nation? And as we continue to feel whatever we are feeling, let us take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate how our feelings have changed from one moment to the next, and how that has affected our conscious reality. Good. Now, we're going to engage with the mind. Greet the mind as an old friend. Perhaps first noticing the volume of the mind, the speeds of the mind, any colors or tones of the mind, the weight and movement of the mind, any characteristics of the mind you may observe. How is it that we observe the mind? Good. And now, using that beautiful and powerful mind, I would like you to bring to mind, and in the greatest detail possible, nations, whatever that means for you. All the pieces of nations, all the parts of nation, all the surroundings of nation, the little, the big, anything imaginable of nation, do so now in the greatest detail. Visualizing all the details of nation. And now, we will do something different. We will continue to expand our conscious awareness from the nation for us to the universal nation. All the nation that has ever been, ever will be, or ever is in the present moment, bringing into conscious awareness all the nation and all the universe, however we may be able. And as we do so, basking the vastness and infinite interconnected complexity of all the nations, let us also take a moment to appreciate the oneness and trueness under the one characteristic and true nature of being a nation. Vast, interconnected, and complex, yet unified and one in nature. Good. And now, just as we have brought to our conscious awareness nations many times, let us too now let it fade. Let's begin to let go of nation. Nations to nothing. Nations letting go to nothing. As we do so, we will conclude our practice with a loving kindness practice. Let us first begin by bringing to our conscious awareness an object or entity we connect with very easily. As we do so, offering love and kindness in any way. Good. And now, bringing ourselves into conscious awareness, showering ourselves inside and out with love and kindness in any way. Good. Now bring into conscious awareness someone who has helped you recently and offering them love and kindness in any way. Beautiful. Now, bring into conscious awareness someone or a situation in which you know is having difficulty or a challenge or a suffering, and offering them love, kindness, any way. And now, bringing to conscious awareness someone you connect with very deeply and profoundly, and offering them love in any way. And finally, bringing in conscious awareness someone who has positively influenced your life, which you would not else otherwise take the moment to think of, bring to our conscious awareness, offering phrases and forms of love and kindness in any way. Good. As we begin to wrap up our practice, let us remind ourselves that a plethora of experiences may have arisen throughout this session. May we continue to turn towards those experiences, and every experience and every moment, allowance and acceptance and appreciation, in an attempt to see life as it is. And as we do so, returning again to our surroundings and our environments, into our bodies, into our breath, and again to the present moment and our beings, and thanking ourselves for taking the time to honor ourselves in the present moment. Lovely. Now, some parting wisdom. Hassan instructed his adherents one day, "Those who speak against killing, who desire to spare the lives of all conscious beings, are right. It is good to protect even animals and insects. But what about those persons who are killing time? What about those who are destroying health and wealth, and those who destroy political economy? We should not overlook them. Furthermore, what of the who preaches without enlightenment? He is killing Buddhism." Some wise words there. Lovely. I so very appreciate you joining me here for Dantian Energy Presents. We meet weeknights, 7:30. Please join us anytime. If you got anything out of it, think about making a one-time donation or becoming a monthly supporter on Patreon. If you got anything out of it, really, please think about liking, commenting, sharing. My goal, our goal, is to connect with as many people as humanly possible, so anything you do helps towards that goal. So thank you all. It is an honor and pleasure as always. Best ventures until next time. Much love and take it easy. Bye-bye.